Hey guys, my name's Yvette and welcome to my DIY channel, and I hope that you guys are having a great day. So for today's video, I wanted to share with you guys how to make a really easy wall hanging, and if you're a beginner with clay, you'll definitely be able to make this. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so for this project, we're going to be using these two shapes right here, a circle and a rainbow, and I'll link that outline for these two down in the description box below. So I printed them out to the size that I wanted my wall hanging to be, and I cut them out, and you can make these as big or as little as you want. I'm going to take my circle outline and fold it in half, and then I'm going to draw a line down the middle. Then I'm going to draw a dot about 1/2 inch from the edge, and I'm going to do the same on the bottom. And I'm doing this because these are going to be the holes where we're going to hang our wall hanging from, and we want them to be even. Now I'm going to do the same thing to our rainbow. Okay guys, now take whatever clay you're using and start wedging it and then roll it out. I'm going to take my circle outline, and using my needle tool, I'm just going to trace it out and then cut it out. And don't forget to poke in those little holes. Using some water, I'm going to smooth everything out just using my hands. When you're happy with what you've got, set this aside to dry. Roll out some more clay, and now we're going to cut out the rainbow shape. Once again, don't forget to add in those holes that we're going to string our jute cord through, and make sure to make them a little bit bigger than they should be, because when the clay shrinks, these holes will shrink too, and you want to be able to get your cord through them. Once you're happy with what you've got, set this aside to dry. Okay guys, roll out some more clay, and we're going to do one more rainbow.
The following Thursday.
So I let these dry for about 2 days, and this is what they're looking like now. For these, I didn't want to just give it like a flat coat of paint. I wanted to give them a little bit of texture. So we're going to be doing a faux lime wash paint effect, and I'm not sure how well it'll show up on this wall hanging since it's a little bit on the smaller side. But if you were to do this on like a really big wall, you would definitely see like the lime wash effect. So for this, what you want to do is pick out your paint color and then pour some in. And now take some white paint and pour some in right next to it. Then take your paintbrush and dip it into about 50% of each. And your paintbrush should look a little like this. And it doesn't have to be equally 50-50, but you want to get both colors on there. Now take your paintbrush, and when you start painting, paint as if you're painting X's everywhere, and just keep using that same motion. I'm gonna do the same exact thing to our two rainbows. And as I'm painting, you guys can see that there is texture in there and it's not just like one flat color. So now I'm gonna seal these using some matte Mod Podge. Now take some jute cord and cut out a piece long enough to hold your wall hanging. Fold it evenly down the middle, and then I tied a loop at the top, and I actually did a double knot. Then I taped off the ends to make it easier to string. I'm going to be using some wooden beads for this project too, and I'm going to be using 2 different sizes. I'm taking 3 of my smaller sized beads and I'm just going to string them through. Then I'm going to take one of my rainbow shapes and I'm going to string 1 string through the top so you guys can see that there's 1 piece of jute in the front and 1 in the back. Then I'm going to string both of these through that bottom hole out to the front. And then I'm going to take one of the big wooden beads and string that through. I'm going to take my circular shape and I'm only going to string one of the pieces of the jute through the top again. And then on the bottom, I'm going to string both of them out through the front. Once again, take one of the bigger wooden beads and then string that through. And then take your last rainbow shape and I'm only going to string one of the pieces of jute through the top again. And then on the bottom, I'm going to string both pieces of jute through it. I'm going to take 3 of the smaller beads and I'm going to string these through. And don't cut the extra jute that's hanging right here just yet, leave it as is. Okay guys, so now we're gonna make a tassel really fast and I'm just gonna take a piece of cardboard the size that I want my tassel to be and then I'm just gonna wrap my jute cord around it. Once I was happy with the amount I had, I cut the end off and then I cut out another piece of jute and I tied a knot at the top. Slide your tassel off the cardboard and then tie another knot about a 1/3 way down from the top. Cut the bottom like I am and I'm just gonna hide that knot that we did at the top and bring it in, and then we have our tassel. Now take one of the ends of your jute from our wall hanging and slide it through that knot that we did at the top and then just tie it into place. And then we're done guys, and this was such a simple and easy wall hanging to make and it's super cute and I'm sure that anybody could make this. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions and subscribe for more DIYs, and stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!